Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the Packers first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Ready?
Now Love. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it.
Touchdown, Packers! Christian Watson, 53 yards. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
319.
Throwing is Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Credit there goes to those guys up front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the first down. Now these guys might hesitate to count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And some room to run now. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Got his man, it's Gainwell. And he'll be corralled right around the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
258!
To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10.
258!
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
In motion, the tight end. Rodgers again now. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Adam Thielen, 66 yards. And the Steelers are back within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, look at the juke. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
On the set!
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try to pick it up himself. And Love is going to slide down and pick up the first.
And the Packers first down.
22 needle!
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Needle blue! Let's go now! Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack.
48-yard line.
560.
To throw now. Here's Love. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Hut, hut.
Love from the gun. Rifles one. That's going to be intercepted. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. at the Packers' 28.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Washington. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
First and goal at the 9.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on first and goal.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now Rodgers. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Rodgers with a keeper. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now this time Rodgers will throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it.
Touchdown, Packers! Tucker Kraft in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
McManus's point after is good. And it's now 21-7. So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Still going. They can't stop him.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to launch it for Washington. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on first and 10.
A gain of 55 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
Rodgers changing the play, it appears. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be second down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to the right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. On the give, it's Warren. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Boswell good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Steelers 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Sheds off the tackle. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Paul. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
From the 23, here's the second down and 9. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. And that's going to be incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
258! Inside!
Throwing now is Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
318!
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 41-yard line.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 41.
To throw is Rodgers. And it's caught inside the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now it's Rodgers. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Adam Thielen. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. Still just a 2-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Making the play defensively there, Brandon Eccles.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
560. Let's go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, break.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Throwing. Love. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. And they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
A handoff for Warren. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
A lot depending on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball.
That's caught inside the 20. Pushes past him. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On the sneak, Rodgers. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Rodgers. He'll try to pick it up himself. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin from a yard out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the fourth. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. This is 1st and 10.
Yellow. Ready, ready.
Here's Love. That's taken in by Kraft. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock. And they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well. Love looking to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready. Hut.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3.
Down. Ready.
Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
38.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
38. Hut, hut.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Okay.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Strikers. Here we go. Set. Set.
Now Love. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Well, that clock had run awfully low. Now, obviously, no hesitation. Bring out the field goal unit. Try to win it.
And no one happier about that clock stopping than the field goal unit. Now they can take their time, get set, and try and execute what they need for the game-winning field goal.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game. What a ball.